Hi, welcome to my shop. Tom Ribbecke here. It's Tuesday, late in the day, turning to evening. It's kind of beautiful outside now. The light's just changing. And I'm sitting here thinking about some of the issues of social distancing stuff, which we're practicing now. Despite the fairly safe environment we have, I think it's like being in a band. You know, your job in a band is to make everybody else sound as good as you can. And this is sort of the same spirit of things. You know, is to not pass this disease on to anybody. Do the best you can for everybody else. Especially if you're in the expendable category, which I just found out, via the governor of Texas, who would like me to jump into a silent green tank along with him. I'll be happy to hold the door for you, sir. Just give me a minute here, and you might feel a slight push on your back when the door shuts behind you, but that's beyond. I'm not even going to go there. But in any case, I had the time to make this jig, which attaches to our cradles. We have our cradles in our shop, which like most artstop makers do, and I think a lot of regular steel string folks have now. I don't know what that means, regular steel string, because I make them too. But and bass makers, I guess we're all kind of regular if we eat well. But this cradle is pretty typical, and this fishtail attachment, I just added it too here. I'll put some pictures up. I had a particularly light piece of mahogany lingering in the rain out there, actually, leaning against the shop, and it was so light I thought this thing would be really lightweight and still strong. It's mahogany. And it's been attached now to this structure here, which bolts right to the underside of my cradle through the pre-drilled holes. You can go on any of our cradles in the shop, and it's great because now, instead of having MacGyver-like blocks out here that I've had for years, because I'm not a guy who makes jigs, in that organized way, nor am I a linear thinker, which has caused me enough trouble. This particular guitar is my own guitar, and I've got it in this cradle, which is cool because now these fixtures down here go up and down to support the neck. These are cool because they are drilled out only on one side, and these 1/4 20 inserts that are inserted in here are only on one side. This guy is an example of that. You see the slot is cut on one side. You do it real quick with a table saw, so you don't even have to set a router up for that, which is really nice. And the reason why I did this is because this allows me to quickly take these are Ace hardware jig knobs, by the way. They're overpriced, but they're nice. And you can go to get them out of their special bins. You got to put up with the guys in the red jackets, that may be us soon. Anyway, here is this stops it to the bench surface, so it gives me a nice surface that if I want to manipulate a fret or do something on the neck that takes a little more energy, I can do that. Obviously, if I'm going to drive a fret, whatever, I'll support it more back directly underneath there. These are cams that rotate, and these came out of my work with LMI many, many years ago when I was sick. They gave me a job there. Thank you to Todd Taggart for that. These are rotatable cams that are shaped like this. These are also great for gluing tops and backs together, but this is a great adaptation for this jig, and it has a felt and felt and cork on it. And it pops over these 5/16 inch threaded rods that go into the cradle, just threaded inserts. These are just drilled out dowels that have been felted on the outside so they can hit a brand new lacquer surface and do no damage. There's cork on the top of these cradles, and these things see combat every day with us. These are my normal jig fixtures. But this is cool now because I can slide this out all the way out here, and if I want to work on this is not adjusted, now bring this up. If I want to work on the nut out here from this angle, I can do that. If I want to work on the frets from both sides, which I'm a big advocate of, repeating the same physical actions on both sides of a fret neck rather than standing at a bench and turning the guitar around. Really easy to do and easy to make work quickly. So this will bolt onto any of our guitars, or our cradles rather, and I'm looking forward to having this as an everyday thing. I would never have done this except for having a little time to be self-contemplative as I work on your guitar, and I am working on your guitar. In terms of the glass guitars that I said I was going to accept for my career, I've got like maybe one slot. I have a client who's thinking about it, and I really need to get that done. So I have a lot of work lined up, and things will get better. I hope that for all of my brothers and sisters in Luthery, we are not going to do anything different than we've always done, which is to take care of ourselves and each other. Much love to everybody, and we'll see you all soon. And don't hesitate to buy a guitar now. I have 2 available, as you'll see me shilling for. And I think with people probably made enough money in the returning stock market, today that if you want one of my guitars, I'll give you a great deal on it, and then you'll have something to do for the next 3 to 6 weeks. Because I don't think we're going to be out of this quarantine, no matter what the knucklehead in chief says, for at least a little while longer than 2 weeks. Be safe. I will see you all on the other side of this, and virtually soon. The thing I'm missing the most is playing with all the multiple wonderful musicians that are a major part of the fabric of my life and really keep me mentally healthy. So, getting weirder and weirder here, but I thought this would be kind of cool to say. I think a lot of us are doing similar things now, and I hope to. This is just like making guitars for a living. The only thing that's changed for the socially distancing, quiet shop, small shop person like myself is the money is not going, but I've been working for years with the thought that, I'll just keep making guitars till the money runs out. So, anyway, peace to everybody. I'll see you all soon.